Welcome to Quickshots. Quickshots.
We're live. Welcome to Quickshots with your favourite cousins, James and Alex Fitzgerald. Before I go on my honeymoon, Yahoo's God, I'm looking forward to seeing myself with just an amazing tan that's real and not patchy.
Real Israeli sunset.
Yes, that's right. Right now it's like I've got hives or something, so I've itched half of it off. All over my arms, from just dancing up a storm. First one here is from Laura. Oh, it's a long one. Maybe I'll just try to cut this down a little bit. Basically, she's saying she's got a rental property. It's in a 12-month lease. It ends in March next year. And she reckons she can get a bucket load more rent. Does she have to wait until the lease is up for renewal, or can she do it now?
Got a lease? You can't do anything until the lease ends, unfortunately.
Fortunately.
Or fortunately, if you're the tenant. So, look, you're going to have to just wait, Laura. But what I can say is if anyone's out there who's got a periodic lease where maybe the lease ended and it's rolled into a periodic, the rules are a little bit different state by state. In some states, you can increase it every 6 months. So you can't increase more than once every 6 months in places like Queensland, South Australia, WA and the Northern Territory.
Reasonable?
Yep. In New South Wales, Victoria and the ACT, it's 12 months. So if you're on a periodic and you increase the rent, you can increase it every 12 months or 6 months in the others. But Laura, sounds like you're on a lease, so you've got to wait till the end of that lease, unfortunately. Arthur has asked, I'm looking at a new Costco going in Ardeer. Is it Ardeer? A-R-D-E-E-R. It's in the inner west of Melbourne.
Yes.
He said, I'm looking at places like Sunshine Deer Park because I feel like it would be a good place to invest. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. Hey, I read about that.
They must be neighbouring suburbs.
Yes, that's right. I remember reading about the new Costco they're building. It's something like $50 million, maybe even $60 million. They're building a whole brand new warehouse, like 15,000. Oh, hang on. I was going to say square. Meter squared. The store will be 15,000 square meters.
They're big stores.
Amazing. I mean, they're warehouses essentially. I think, Arthur, you're asking, should I buy there if I can, knowing that this is in the pipeline? I know that area. It's in the west. I would say inner west. I think it's sort of like within that 20-kilometre ring. It's not going to be cheap, Arthur. If you can afford to buy, absolutely do it. Especially if you're renting now, you can afford to buy, live in that, and then ride that ride, because that new Costco will take a few years to deliver. And once it is, that'll bring in a lot of jobs.
Yeah. Not just in Costco. Probably a lot of other companies will go there because they know Costco just bring people out to there.
Absolutely. And, they're probably not going to be sitting all the way by themselves out there. They might be starting a little bit of a trend, or perhaps they're already leveraging off a bit of warehouse industrial employment clusters anyway. And they're really close to the Western Ring Road. So
hospital at Sunshine too.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man, that is a beast. It's a big beast, that one. There's like 10 cranes on site there. So if you can afford it, Arthur, I would say it seems like a pretty good investment to be buying out there. Just, don't try to flip it too quickly. No, long term, Arthur, long term. All right, I got a good one for you because we've never actually done this question before, but in other sense of the question, we get asked this a lot.
Okay.
And the question is from Luke. He says, should I use realestate.com to figure out if I'm paying market rent?
I think
market price. I said rent.
I knew what you meant. I mean, for both.
Yeah, you could use both.
Really, you could. I think the thing you got to be careful of realestate.com, there's buy or rent sections.
That's right.
And that often is the asking price. It doesn't mean that it sells for that. There is a section that's got sold, which will give you the actual sale price for properties, and you can put that on a map setting. So it'll show you maybe some places that are quite close to you and that sort of thing. The reality is you need sales that have actually happened.
Yes.
Because they're the real evidence. What someone lists their home for and wants for it, not as significant in terms of what your home's worth. But realestate.com.au does have those functions. If you are looking at getting a valuation done for your bank, you'll need a proper valuer. But if you're looking at selling, I think it's a great idea. Ask the agent what's sold.
Yes.
Not what's for sale, what's sold in the area recently.
Do you know, you're onto something there, because I don't think many people know they can see what has actually sold.
On realestate.com you can, yeah. I mean, they don't always put the price though.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, whereas places like CoreLogic and others, they have to put the price in because
the
it's
average
linked.
person doesn't have access to that.
It's linked to the Office of State Revenue. But realestate.com, you can get a fair bit and the agents will be able to get it for you anyway. So it depends on the purpose. Same goes for rents. They often go listed on the CoreLogic, RP data. The rental section, you won't see what actually rents for.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So that's actually a very good lesson. And also too, you know, we've been in a period of time it is slightly changing, but where we've had record low listings, record high sales. So essentially, if you're seeing something on there that's stuck on there for a while, there could be something wrong with it. It might not be a unicorn in the dust, a unicorn in the clouds, a unicorn property that you have found, because it's on realestate.com where everybody looks. It's probably just, it's maybe on there for a bit of a reason.
Correct. Great question though. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Arthur. Thank you, Laura. Anyone else who's got a question, please
send them through.
Send them through at the doubleshot.podcast on our Instagram, or our email is always in the show notes. We get them all different ways. Some people even just pop them through on the Facebook. So whatever suits you guys, we love to hear from you. Alex, have fun.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thanks for listening to another episode of The Double Shot with your favourite cousins, Alex and James Fitzgerald. If you've got a burning question or something we absolutely need to talk about on the pod, please write to us. Both of our emails are in the show notes. For little real estate tidbits and a little bit of banter, okay, a lot of banter, you can follow us on the gram. Our handle is thedoubleshot.podcast. That, my friends, is thedoubleshot.podcast. Until next time, think of us when you sit back and sip your next double shot.